Namaskar and good evening. We welcome you to this evening's episode on Artist Showcase. Artist Showcase has been a very interesting journey over the last few episodes that we've had some phenomenal talents, some excellent musicians, excellent artists coming and presenting themselves, presenting their art forms, some pre-recorded, some live. This being an artist showcase is an opportunity for an artist to present themselves in the best possible form. Some artists are able to join us live, some cannot join us live, and they send us pre recorded. And for example, our artist for today, and I would love to share more about her. Our artist for this evening is Madhuvanti Bhide. And let me share with you a little bit about Madhuvanti. Born and raised in Pune, India, Madhuvanti's fascination with singing started at an early age. An exponent of Samagra Gaiki, I'm sure everybody understands Samagra Gaiki, blending the best nuances of Jaipur, Gwalior, and Kirana Gharana. Madhuvanti has been performing for over 25 years and has many awards and accolades to her name. Since the last 23 years, she has been residing in the Bay Area and has given sparkling performances. Okay, so there is an issue with the net again. So because she resides in San Jose, so it is impossible for her to make it and do this live. So she has very kindly done a recording and specially sent it for us. And because I can see her backstage, so maybe I can just welcome her on stage just for a moment, since she has actually woken up really early, to quickly say a hello, and then we will show her performance and we'll get her back on stage later for a fabulous conversation with her. Hi, good evening from us, and good morning to you, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. It's a good, fresh morning, and I'm looking forward to my performance.
Lovely. So let's quickly go backstage and let's have the performance on. Yes?
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Artist Showcase, for giving me an opportunity today to perform. Thank you, Nani Singh, for inviting me here and present my art. During pandemic, social media has been very active, and it really helps us artists to connect with the audience. So I really appreciate the effort. Today I'm going to sing Rag Bihag, a teen tal in Rag Bihag. Durge Maharani Devi Bhakta Vatsala Bhayaharani Sukha Karani Sakala Jagat Janani Durge Maharani. I think this will be very appropriate. I thought it will be very appropriate because we just had Basant Panchami, so I thought I'll present this bandish. I hope you like it. Thank you. जननी दुर्गे महारानी दुर्गे महा लेकर खड्ग त्रिशूल सारंग लेकर खड्ग त्रिशूल सारंग सुर सज्जन भव भंजन मनरंजन नित उठिया नंद किशोर कर दयाली दुख हरनी दुर्गे महारानी दुर्गे लेकर खड्ग त्रिशूल सारंग लेकर खड्ग त्रिशूल सारंग सुर सज्जन भव भंजन मनरंजन नित उठिया नंद किशोर कर दयाली दुख हरनी दुर्गे महारानी दुर्गे महारानी दुर्गे महारानी दुर्गे महारानी दुर्गे महारानी दुर्गे महारानी दुर्गे महा दुर्गे महा दुर्गे महा दुर्गे महारानी दुर्गे महा दुर्गे महारानी दुर्गे दुर्गे महा दुर्गे महारानी देवी भक्तवत्सल भयहरनि सुखकरनि सकल जगत जननी दुर्गे महारानी दुर्गे 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 Thank you. So, oftentimes I get asked by some people in the audience that they say we love raga music, but we don't understand so much. So, is there any easy way that we can actually start understanding the music, or what is the beginner's way? So many times we've heard a lot of Hindi songs, movie songs, and we've seen that there has been a tremendous influence of raga music on the songs. So I give the people in the audience some examples that some of the songs that are based in that particular rag. One note to remember is sometimes the musicians or composers, they take some phrases from the rag. So you see the influence, but not exactly the whole rag. So you'll see a glimpse of the rag, but the whole song doesn't belong to that rag. So there are a few examples that I wanted to showcase. You must have heard तुझे संग बैर लगाया ऐसा रहा ना मैं फिर अपने जैसा. So the very mukhra here has the phrase of Bihar. Gapani sani pa gama pani sani pa dhama pa gama pa gama ga tujhe संग बैर लगाया ऐसा रहा ना मैं फिर अपने जैसा. So this song actually has a good mix of Yaman and Bihar, but the very opening, the mukhra that we say, the term is mukhra, the first line, tujhe sang bain, this has a glimpse of Bihar in it. Another song, जिंदगी के सफर में गुजर जाते हैं जो मकाम वो फिर नहीं आते, वो फिर नहीं आते. You will see the connection of Bihar in this song too. Another very lovely song, एक प्यार का नगमा है मौजों की रवानी है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं तेरे मेरी कहानी. again, it's not based in Bihar, but there is a connection to Bihar. There is, you will see the glimpse of Bihar in it. A very, very famous, of course, famous, but a very dear song to all of us. तेरे सुर और मेरे गीत दोनों मिलकर बनेगी प्रीत तेरे सुर और मेरे गीत. So I like to find connections since I work in both worlds, like raga, classical ragas, and the light songs, semi-classical songs. It's very nice to see the connection, and like I said, we see the glimpse of the rag. Sometimes a song can have many glimpses of different ragas. So I want to thank all of you for listening to me, and again, thank you, Nani Singh, for inviting me here today. I wish you all a very good night. Thank you.
So this was beautiful. This was so beautiful. Honestly, I think I was just very nervous, to be really honest, because there was a bit of a lag in between in the voice, but our sound held through. So
Yes.
yeah, it was really nice, and I'm sure the beautiful comments in the audience tells us that they loved it as well. And
Thank you.
I think the ending was fantastic as well, because it was also a lot of learning for all of us. And of course, in the audience, before we get into a conversation, I do have to say that in the audience we have some really good friends: Parag Kamani, Naren Kusnur, DPS Kalra, Nayanesh, Atul Churamani, Sunita Bhuya, who's one of our, who's the reason, who's the connect between the two of us, and being a special advisor for Showcase Studio. It's just an honor to have her with us today as well. And she is going on and on requesting, saying, a Marathi song, please, a live Marathi song. So she was telling me on the WhatsApp as well that I hope she's doing that.
um, Actually, I have such a morning horse voice right now, and it won't be a good justice to the song. So I would love to come back again and do a few songs. That time, maybe we'll just focus on the songs, if that's okay.
Sunita, does that work for you? You'll have to respond here and tell us, because it's a very odd hour for her, and totally understand that. So, would you like to tell us a bit about yourself? Like, when did you start learning? What are your early influences and your family, and who's your guru? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Yes, my gurus, first of all, Dr. Alkadev Marulkar and her father, Pandit Raja Bhavdev. So I started learning after my 10th grade. So before that, I was not a singer. I was probably in school. I would stand up and start singing, or I would participate in the competitions, and so I was just doing music. But once I started training under Alkatai and her father, that kind of opened up a completely new world, and it was pretty heavy, and it took a long time to understand and connect with the raga world. Alkate's father, actually, I'm talking about back in before independence. So he worked extremely hard in order to acquire this art from different gurus, and he left the house at age of 13, and he was completely on his own, and just for love of music he went to different gurus, worked hard, begged, borrowed, did whatever it takes, and acquired gaiki of three gharanas. So his gurus were Pandit Jagannath Bua Pandharpurkar, Rajab Ali Khan Sahab, Raja Bhaiya Poochwale, and B.R. Devdar. From all these gurus, he was able to acquire gaiki of Kirana Gharana, Jaipur Gharana, and Gwalior Gharana. So when I start, and he trained his daughter, Alka Tai, who's my guru. And what I got was a Samagra Gaiki. So Samagra Gaiki means it's the wholeness of all three gharanas. It has the best features of three gharanas. So when we are actually doing raga, you'll find that we have the Kirana Gharana's emotion, the holding the notes longer, shorter, some pauses, and the best stance. Then Gwalior Gharana's Laikari, which is playing with the tal, with the beats, in between beats, and using words and sur from the bandish, and doing notation in between. And then you will also find the intricate phrases of Jaipur Gharana, and then opening up the rag from inside out like a flower opens up. So all these best features are blended together with the sense of aesthetics, and also thinking of what the rag demands. What is the rag asking? What's the feel? And I was so fortunate to get this kind of gaiki from my guru, and that's my journey. And then I learned with her for about 9 years. In between, I was able to grant government's scholarship, and then of course I got married, came here in US, and then it's been it's still a journey, because I'm still trying to work on it, continue, and whenever I get a chance, I go to India, learn from my guru, and she's like my mother. So I'm still training under her.
That's fantastic. And the fact that you're continuing and you're pursuing it still, which is like a major thing because, especially when one travels or one like kind of changes a location, there's just so much more that comes with it and that goes with it as well. So, you have to make certain choices. And this is an
Absolutely.
excellent choice that you've made, that you've kind of continued. And we just pray and hope that you do more and more and never, never have to give it up. You've got such a beautiful voice, and we'd love to hear more of you. We'd really love to hear more of you. And like Sunita saying, I'm sure the hoarse voice will only add a punch. I'm sure. So I think she's not going
Thank
to let you go without humming a line of a Marathi song that she's spoken so much about.
you. um, okay, let me try, but you really have to excuse me if there is any voice issues.
Sunita, this is for you.
I know she likes my song that I sang, actually, Mogara Fulala.
Mm-hmm.
मोगरा फुलला मोगरा फुलला मोगरा फुलला मोगरा फुलला फुले बेचता बहरू कलिया के आला मोगरा फुलला मोगरा फुलला फुले बेचता बहरू कलिया से आला मोगरा फुलला मोगरा फुलला. These songs, like my guru, Lata Mangeshkar ji, Asha Bhosle ji, they have created mountains in front of us, touching these songs, trying to even, sing them. It's like, वो बोलते हैं ना, शिवधनुष उठाने जैसा है. So it doesn't do justice in the morning voice, and but the melody is beautiful. And as a younger generation than them, I just wanted to bring out the beauty and try my best to sing the song. So Sunita ji, thank you for requesting, and like I said, again, I'll come next time and just do the light song.
No, it was beautiful despite the morning voice, and I can imagine how amazing it must be sounding otherwise. And you know what? When she initially introduced you to me, she suggested this particular song. That's exactly what she said. Have you heard this song? And that's the person I want. That's how the conversation started. You have to hear her kinds. And
He has a
Naren,
big heart.
and Naren is saying the same thing. He's saying when Sunita said Marathi song, this one came to my mind. Some coincidence. So.
Oh.
So it's fantastic. I think it's been a lovely evening. Thank you so much. And
Thank
we look
Well, I
forward.
want to thank Sunita ji, of course, and you, of course, and Showcase Studio for featuring me. And like I said, it's really helpful because we are far off and we always want to present our art throughout the world, and India especially, because that's where our roots are. And these kind of platforms help us connect with the audience, connect with you all, and I really, really appreciate it.
And thank you for coming today. And also, the major thing is that this thing is up on Facebook. So, I'm sure a lot of your friends would have missed this. They can always go back and see it anytime. If anybody else has missed it, please go right back and watch it. The link is the same. It's there to stay. Thank you, Parag. That is really, really sweet of you to say that. Nani Wednesdays would not be complete without your musical initiative. So we need artists, and of course, thankfully, we've got such a huge treasury of fantastic talent in our country. So thank you, Madhuvanti ji, for this beautiful, beautiful evening. A big thank you to the audience, and then to the Showcase studio team and the events team, Naina, Rajshri, who've been like with me all throughout, and the others who are not here just now. So thank you, everyone. It was wonderful putting this together, and honestly, I really enjoyed it. It was a beautiful, beautiful evening, and look forward to seeing you all next Wednesday, same place, same time. The artist will be announced only on Monday. So watch us, look out for us on our social media posts, and you will get to know who the next artist is. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with us, and good night.
Thank you again. Thanks.